Great question from Fiona. Fiona is a great name. There you go. My favorite Broadway musical is Brigadoon, so there you go. I would like to improve my deadlift. Currently, 85 kilos is going up nicely for me, and 90 kilos feels hard. Well, yeah, it's heavier. I managed a 95 kilo recently with difficulty. Obviously, it would be nice to make 100 kilos go up nicely in the near future. But I only have access to 60 kilograms max to practice with, and I can only get my hands on the big weights very sporadically. Is there anything you could suggest to help me head towards this 100 kilos? I try to do kettlebell swings regularly in the hope it will magically improve everything I do. What's funny, as I was going to tell you, to do kettlebell swings. Fiona, in my experience, it's kind of only two ways. It's an absolute, what we call barbell theory in finance, okay? Either to improve your deadlift, either never deadlift and do everything else that would support it. Heavy loaded carries, the Olympic lifts, really heavy farmer bars, hangs, loaded hangs, and never do them and then test them out. That was the system I used. The other one is the deadlift 5 days a week with light loads in practice. So we actually are going to be able to play with both sides of this. One of the things I'd like you to think about, Fiona, now your technique has to be in it and drop the weight if anything starts to talk. But one thing you might want to play around with is higher reps. Like put on 40 or, let's try this. First workout, 30 kilos, just get used to it. And do a set of 20. Next workout, stay with the 30 and do a set of 20. Kind of the same way I challenge people in body mass with doing higher reps with lighter loads. Maybe work yourself up to 3 sets of 20 in the light deadlift. See how you feel, see how things are going, and then play with sets of, sets of 10, 15, and 20, and progressively kind of just gently kind of rise your way up to make, well, I tell you, if you can do 60K for 20, I'm thinking you might be able to pull that 100. Then it stops working. High reps for deadlifts work until they stop working. But you're going to get some benefits of when you first do it. I've mentioned this before. My friend Lane Cannon of blessed memory fell in hard to all this high intensity training stuff, and he got his trap bar deadlift up to 405, 182.5 kilos for 20 reps. And then when he maxed, he got 185 kilos for one. And so it works until it doesn't, okay? So I'd like you to kind of think about this in two ways. You don't tell me much here, like your weight or how many days a week you lift. But Fiona, I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 sessions a week of the higher rep safe deadlifts. 1, maybe 2 sessions a week of swings. Do that for a while and don't worry about those big lifts. Just don't worry about it. And then down the line, when you get a chance, just go into the weight room and see what you can do. Just play around and see what you can do. I often joke, I only deadlifted hard 3 times in my entire career. 2 were for bets. And the third one was because I was exhausted at 3 in the morning at a powerlifting meet. And I asked the official, what's the next heaviest load? And he said, well, just add 2.5 kilos to this, and that's what I deadlift. My max deadlift was done so we could all just go home that night. It's not a very scientific approach, but I was the best deadlifter at the only powerlifting meet I was ever at. I hope this helps. Fiona, if there's anything unclear, resend the email with a few things like body weight and how much load we can actually play with in the gym. Okay? Thank you.